Hello and welcome to Midweek Gaming number 36. We're back again. We didn't have one last Wednesday because we didn't see the point. We obviously done that on the Sunday after the Bethesda Xbox showcase, which was good. So we're back now for number 36. If you'd like to check out, wait, hang on. If you'd like a gamer picture or logo or artwork done by the graphic god, please check out www.xboxgamerpics.com. And this week, let me get this name right, because I call him by his real name, but I'm going to call him by his creator name. Venomous, aka. Yeah?
Just call me Venom, dude. You struggle
Venom,
all the time.
Venom, that would do. How are you doing?
Life. That's all I'll say. Life.
Oh dear.
Just life.
Fair enough. You've been playing many games, or you not had much chance?
Do you know what? I saw they put the original Doom back on. You know, the first one they brought out on Xbox. Like the
Is it on Game? Is it on Game Pass? Is it?
Yeah. I thought, do you know what?
Nice.
I never completed it, so I thought, do you know what? Start from the beginning, go through it again. It's man. If they wanted to make a movie about this sort of thing, this thing would need a lot of blood and guts. I'll tell you that. But yeah, it's good. I've been playing it. I was actually on it a minute ago, and man, it is brutal. It is brutal, but it's good. It's good fun. Definitely looks a lot different to when I was playing it on the Xbox One, but playing it on the Series X, and it is breathtaking. And Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, you liking it? Do you like them scary games? Because I know the other man in this podcast does not like scary games, just like me.
Do you know what? It was a lot different to a Resident Evil game. It was more like
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the typical zombies and stuff like that. It was more of it was what you would find if you thought of Romania. If you thought of Romania, you'd think of vampires, werewolves, stuff like that. That's what it was. It was strange, but it was well done. If you haven't played it, I recommend. And they got DLC coming out, which I'm ecstatic about.
That's good to hear. So, by the sounds of it, then you've completed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It took long. It took so long. I did it on my stream. The last time I streamed was when I completed that. So yeah, if anyone wants to watch me scream like a little girl, you know where to look.
Fair enough.
I'm much the same with scary games, sir. I am an absolute coward when it comes to those things.
Yeah, it's definitely it definitely had my heart going, come on, Lewis, come on, push past that. You know you can do it, and it's like, no, I can't do it. And I had my brother going, come on, you pussy. So it's like, I had that motivation of, he's calling me a pussy, that's it, I gotta run through this now. And I'm like, charge, that was a stupid idea, no, go back. So yeah.
No, that's good to hear. You've been able to play some games, enjoying some new games. I know in the chat, go back up, the likely lad will be liking your comments because he's a big Resident Evil fan, especially the Village. I think he's recently completed that as well. He's a big fan of that.
Yeah, I need to actually catch up on that. I haven't even been reading it. I've put it on private chat by accident. I wasn't even looking at the comments. This whole time I thought no one was here. Sorry, guys.
I can't still blame me, the likely lad. He blames me for his COVID jab. His arm still hurts him because I told him he should get his jab, and he blames me. But anyway, welcome, Animated Evil, and I'm glad you've made it because you didn't have any power early, did you?
I went around 3.5 hours without power. Yes, which was terrible because I was actually playing Yakuza at the time, and I hadn't saved for quite a while.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah,
How far back's that set you?
Not that far.
'Cause it
was
won't
about-
auto save with the cloud, will it? On that game, you have to save it.
No, yeah, it put me back about
No.
4.5 hours.
God,
But I was only meandering around doing little side quests and stuff, but I'm trying to earn money to upgrade my character. I lost about 70 million, I think, which in Yakuza is quite a lot.
70 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
Do you
It is,
avoid
yeah.
the big guy? The
Yes,
big dudes.
with-
I always
with-
avoid them. I run like a little bitch.
with with 70 million in my pocket, yeah, I run like a But hey ho, it's one of those things. We're back. We've got power. We're okay to join tonight, and I'll soon catch you up.
That's good to hear. Shout outs to the chat. I've got Masuku, Shizno Elite, Dreadpool, Pong Soul. Good to see you, Pong Soul. It's Timmy. How you doing? Who else we got? Go back up with chat. Muppets.
Slacking
I'm not
Stubbs. You're slacking,
Muppet.
son.
I'm not drunk today. I've had 7 cans of cider on Sunday. Not like me, but yeah,
didn't know you
he's not
drank.
pissed. I do. Not very often.
Naughty.
Boogeyman, welcome. Let's get back. Who else we got in chat? Dragon Wolf. That's it. But yes, I'm not. I wasn't actually drunk on the show. Just in the daytime, I had.
Listen, if you ever do a drunk show,
7
I
cans.
have to watch that. I have
because of
to
the
watch
sun,
that.
because of how hot it was. Didn't really get drunk. Yeah, because it was that hot on Sunday.
Dude, that's why it's got to be cold. Don't drink it
It
hot.
was, yeah, but it was cold. I mean, it was that hot outside. It was. Didn't really work. You don't when you get that, but when you have that much and it's that hot, it doesn't. The effect doesn't really work. Well, it don't for me anyway. If it's that hot.
Fair enough. man.
Yeah. So, right. I don't. Well, I'll get some shots up actually. Yes, UK Dazzler. Shout outs to you. You used to be the master of drunken shows. You're right. Dazcast he used to do when he used to get absolutely steamboated, and I mean, you go back and find old Dazcast, and you can hear him talking, and he's slurring like crazy. Honestly, they were the good old days, Daz, eh? They were. Dazcast is a good show. But quality
It
they
was a
were.
good show.
There's one show especially that's not public that is a very good show. But Daz won't appreciate me talking about that one. But anyway, yes, there was actually some exciting steamboated. Yes, steamboated. What a great word. It's not a real word. But steaming, steamboated, pissed, whatever you call it. But yes, Sea of Thieves. This was at E3, obviously. Xbox. I've just been looking at it more and more. I'll just get some pictures up. Hold on. Right, so Sea of Thieves. That's the main one. So, Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean collides with Sea of Thieves. I mean, this was inevitable eventually. Me and Animated were talking just before the show, but we will get into that. Set the sail with Captain Jack Sparrow in the Ultimate Pirate crossover from June 22nd. Your eyes do not deceive you. In a dream collaboration between Rare, Xbox, and Disney, we are bringing Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean to Sea of Thieves in style, with an incredible new story campaign called Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life, free to all players as part of Season 3 update arriving on June 22nd. This unforgettable adventure takes place over 5 tall tales, charting a new threat to the pirates' way of life from beyond the horizon. After rescuing Captain Jack Sparrow from an unfortunate predicament, you'll set sail alongside him to uncover secrets, encounter characters, old and new, and clash with surprise enemies as you explore the Sea of Thieves and visit some new locations that will be familiar to fans of Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean film franchise and the theme park attraction. This is truly an epic quest to protect the Sea of Thieves from the dark ambitions of Jack's nemesis, Davy Jones, and it's the biggest and boldest update to Sea of Thieves since 2019 anniversary update. Oh, that's big. Yeah. We're working closely with Walt Disney team throughout this whole process, crafting an original story which brings out the best elements of both Sea of Thieves and their beloved Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. To see iconic characters like Jack Sparrow and his crew represented in Sea of Thieves style, unique art style, interacting with our own pirate universe, it's been such an amazing experience to bring this whole thing to life, and we can't wait for you to dive in. Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life is the headline feature for season 3, which also shakes up the Sea of Thieves as a new enemy types, featuring tall tales of spread out across the world. Skeletons and sharks are no longer your main concern, as swarming sirens, darting phantoms, and British ocean crawlers surge across the seas. Even if you do not manage to overcome the looming threat to the pirate's life, it will be never quite the same. For those of you buzzing with excitement at the announcement of the collaboration with Disney, as many of us are at the studio, there'll be more details and sightings soon as they launch in Sea of Thieves on the 22nd of June. So, I know that took a long while. Sorry
Stubbs,
about that.
did you just read an entire article?
Yeah, I just read off the website. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Did you think I was getting that out of my head?
I thought you wrote that down, like made you up little, did a little article yourself. Like, I'm gonna read this.
No, the little
bullet points, Jobs, bullet points.
Dude, what the hell? You might as well have just gone, guys. I'm just gonna read to you today, and in this story, we're going to read about pirates in the Caribbean.
But anyway, yeah, you are right. I'll do bullet points next time. You're right.
Bullet points.
So, is anyone looking forward to playing this or giving it a go?
Do you play Sea of Thieves, Venom?
Oh yeah, but I haven't played because there's not many people that want to play. Like my lot, they want to play games like COD, and it's like, I want to be a pirate, you know.
Yeah,
I want to be a pirate. Don't want to go into the war. I want to be a pirate. And then they're like, but pirate, really pirate? And I'm like, yes, pirate. And when they saw this, I went, if you don't play this with me, you are not a true friend. Like, do the whole, the year fear death. Who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't want to face that ugly fucker right there with his claws and shit? Who doesn't want to run from that? I know I want to run for that. I want to find out if this is actually Johnny Depp talking. I want to find out if this is a story mode. I want to find out more.
There's been a little bit of information come out. It's not Johnny Depp at all.
That's just depressed me. Thank you, Stubbs.
Sorry about that.
Is it any of the actual cast, or is it sound-alikes? I haven't looked into it. I just got so excited. I nearly passed out when I saw it. I thought this.
From what I've heard,
I knew they would sooner or later. I knew they would.
I haven't got official sources on it, but a lot of people are saying it's not Johnny Depp.
That's right. IMDb for a reason.
Yeah.
Just gotta find it.
Well, you know how much Xbox has got money, but they obviously want to spend it on him, clearly.
Well, if it's a partnership with Disney, it's all to do with contracts, isn't it?
Very true. Actually, that is very true. It
is a partnership with Disney, so what have they signed as artists to the Disney license? Who knows? However, while Venomous is looking at IMDb, I'll give my little take on it. Very excited. Me and a few guys were all in with Sea of Thieves. Bit late to the game to start with, so we're not brilliant at it. Still, when there's 4 of us on a ship, there's got a few of them in the chat tonight. Hi guys.
Yeah, there's also
It's
one
fun.
that hasn't played in me in ages,
Yeah,
and
you
you'll
haven't
probably
been on
hear
for a
about this
while.
story where I fall asleep. I'm just standing there in the cave, and then wake up, and it's all been done.
You fell asleep. You fell asleep while we were raiding something or other. Yes.
Yes, it's been a while. It has. So I need to play it again. It's a really fun game with friends. Really fun game. It is.
Yeah, it's come a hell of a long way since launch, because I was a big part of the beta when it launched, and well, when the beta was out, and then when it launched, I felt a little bit. I don't know what the right word is. Not impressed as much as I was. I didn't think it after it launched. I think it lost some of its traction. But now, if you go back onto it, if you haven't played for a long time, I suggest and you did enjoy it, I suggest you jump back in, because it is so much fun.
It definitely is. I mean, if you look at even the screenshots when it launched to now, it's laughable. It really is taking the piss. You'd think, oh, why the fuck did they launch that? It's worlds apart. It's night and day.
It really is as well, and especially if you've got one of the new series consoles, it just looks and runs beautiful.
It does. Especially looking at the sea. Sea looks amazing. It's weird to say, oh, look at the sea, but it really does.
It's not just the sea, though, is it? It's the fact
It's
when you're
everything.
you're sailing. Sorry, not failing. Although when we do sail, we fail. When you're sailing into the sunset and that light's bouncing off and you can't hardly see where you're going because of the sun, it really is breathtakingly beautiful.
Apparently, it's the voice of the guy that plays Jack Sparrow in the Kingdom Hearts game. His name is Jared Butler. That's just made my heart break.
How about the others, though? Because I can understand why Johnny Depp hasn't been involved in things lately.
Because of the whole cases.
Because of his he has some issues in his private life that we won't go into, shall we say?
It doesn't say. It literally doesn't say, which is irritating me. It's irritating me. Maybe it's because they haven't really. There ain't much more on it, really, is there? I mean, all we've seen is a trailer. But Barbossa sounds like Barbossa. And I'm pretty sure Bill Knightley.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
There's no way. I've never heard of him not doing his voice. Even in the games, even in the old, the games themselves. Johnny Depp has never done any of the voices in the games for some reason. But
no.
But
it's probably like animated said contracts. It's something to do with the legal side of it, probably.
Probably. I mean, you got to remember this guy made God knows how much. So I'm wondering if any of the others are in it there.
Yeah, you've got a point about Bill Nighy, though. It's difficult voice to copy, shall we say?
Yeah, it is a definitely difficult voice.
Yeah, the lad says money, money, money. Yeah, money, money talks. You're right. Money didn't talk enough, though, did it? It didn't.
Yeah, Davy Jones is going to be Bill Knightley. Because he done Disney Infinity, he done Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes, he done the Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, he ain't giving that up. You got to remember, he's an old guy now. He needs the money. Sooner or later, he's have to retire. So
saying that, he does. I think if he's able to do it over the phone, like you probably are allowed these days, not over the phone. Bad analogy, but doing it from his own little studio at home. Fair play to them, because that's how they're working at the moment, aren't they? So.
But yeah, he's done a lot of video games actually. He's done Elder Scrolls Online, Morrowind. He done all the Destinies. Nice. Yeah, he's definitely doing the voice. But the problem is it's not popping up because obviously it's not technically been brought out yet, has it? So
No,
obviously,
it's still
still new. Yeah.
it's only a matter of weeks away. However, we've said we're excited for it. Is it enough to pull you back in, Stubbs? Because you don't play Sea of Thieves enough, I don't feel. So, is this enough?
Yes, it is.
Will this pull you back in?
Yes, it is enough.
Are you a pirate?
Most.
Hmm? Are you gonna sing the tune? You're gonna be like da 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 da. If you don't do that, then you are not a pirate.
I've never done that before. No.
You have to. It's the same with like when you do Titanic. You even do a bit of role play for Titanic. You have to play the Titanic theme song. It's against the rules if you don't. So remember.
It's playing in my head, dude. It's playing in my head every time I hear it, and it's in there for days.
I hope no one rings me. It's my ringtone now.
If anyone's got his number, ring him quick.
Stubbs, you fucking dare.
So,
Wait,
next item, Stubbs.
I can't find it. Hang on.
What are you going to ring him? Are you really going to ring him?
He's put it on loud. He's put it on silent.
He has. He's been sneaky.
He's put it on silent, hasn't
No, I muted it.
Yeah.
he? He's muted it.
Do it again, watch.
Thought he'd
Do it
done
again.
something.
Do it again. Watch,
All right,
do it
then.
again. Can't believe you did that. Twat. Get off my phone.
There you go. It's proof that Venomous, AK, is a fan of Sea of Thieves. No one can accuse him otherwise.
Yes, I'm a pirate.
You are.
Listen, if you can't dress up like Blackbeard, I'll be pissed.
Welcome back from the dead, and welcome That Mother Rocks. Also, welcome to 108's Dragons TV, which Animated Evo was on a few days ago. I'm halfway through. Catching up that now. I am.
Yes, massive thank you to Lemon for having me on. Enjoyed myself. That was
it
Saturday
sounds
just
like
gone.
That was it. Yeah, I didn't catch it live. I just on replay on the YouTube. But it was good. But I've just found a little topic here.
Is it a topic or is it an article?
It's more of it's a list of awards. E3 had an award show, which you were in a DM with me, Lewis, and I thought they were on about the Game Awards that was in October, and apparently there was the E3 Awards, which I didn't really know existed.
I didn't get involved in that conversation.
The overall winner of the most anticipated category was Playgrounds Games Forza 5, which, to be fair,
I can't lie. That game looked ridiculously beautiful.
It did. It looks amazing. Yeah, everyone online, all the bitch about and the animated, they're all on Twitter about these 4K 60, 4K 30, 4K what, you know. It looks incredible. But it does actually play in 4K 60 on performance mode. It does. And it looks beautiful anyway. The game it makes Forza 4.
I think it is
child's play. It looks a lot better.
It's less on the Series S, I believe. I think I can't remember if it's 1440 60 or 1080 60 on the Series S.
1080, I think it is.
Yeah, it was one of those. I can't remember which. I've
60 frames per second, 1080, 4K, Series X.
Yeah, I've looked at so many games this week. It's unbelievable.
Oh, no,
it is, but it's
difficult to.
Wrong.
It deserves all the awards it's getting nominated for, but there's also a more winners here. There's Ubisoft's most anticipated game, Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, and there's Gearbox's most anticipated game, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. If you wonder what we're talking about, the E3 awards. Xbox and Bethesda's most anticipated game. What would you say won then, you two? Out of them two.
Ooh, out of what ones?
Xbox and Bethesda.
Yeah, it's just
out of all of the. You mean like every single
one
game
that was picked.
Yeah, I know. It can only be one of two, can't it?
Yes.
It's either Starfield or Halo.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Yeah, but the thing is, we still don't know what Starfield is. That's like me saying to you, I made you a drink. And you're like, what is it? I'm like, you have to wait and see.
Yes, but you're forgetting we do know one thing.
And yes, it's exclusive.
Lovely setup there. Lovely setup, Venomous.
That was perfect. That was. Welcome to Indie Gamer and welcome Puxley. Cheers for stopping by. What do you reckon it is then? Halo or Starfield?
I'm going to have to go with Halo for now. Because that's all I've seen so far. I can't pick a game. I have no idea what it's about. That's like me going, what's better? Outer Worlds 2
What's animated going for?
or Halo. It's like Halo. Because Outer Worlds 2, we don't know what it's going to look like. Is it going to be like the first one or is it going to be different? It's like I said, giving someone a drink and then going, oh, I fancy a drink. What is it? And then you go drink it and find out.
I think they may have awarded it, no matter my feelings, I think they may have awarded it to Starfield.
So the E3 Awards, Xbox Bethesda's most anticipating game is Halo Infinite.
Yeah, I win. What do I win?
Cool, awesome.
No, you got to be a
Square
pirate. That's
Enix,
what I want.
Just a bit of pride.
I'm gonna drag you on that. I'm gonna make you walk the plank. Arr.
So Square Enix's most anticipated game, which is a game that I really like the look of, is Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy game, and I've quickly
That
have
game
some
literally gave me
screen
goosebumps.
grabs here for people.
That game was like, that was literally all I wanted. Like, PlayStation got Spider-Man, and we get to play Guardians of the Galaxy. So
It does look. They're just someone that some have got.
I just hope it's not like Marvel Avengers, that button pressing loot box and thing.
No, but
I don't think it will be.
You play as Star-Lord, don't you? You don't play as all of the characters. You just play as
so
Star-Lord.
there's no running around collecting loot.
I wouldn't have thought so. It seemed
man.
for the videos I've seen, it looks like a single player story-ish. With maybe drop in, drop out co-op. I don't know about the co-op. It'd be a shame not to have that, but it did look.
I'd like to see a little bit more on it first.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there'll be plenty more. I think even with Avengers, I know where they made mistakes, but I'm not bringing the whole article up because it's massive. But I noticed in the Square Enix conference, they have updated Avengers, and it's a shit ton of stuff. It's loads of stuff. And they've also dropped an expansion. They're going to drop an expansion for free. It's called Black Panther War on Wakanda for free. If you own the game, it's free already. So it looks like they're trying to make an effort to make the game good for people.
To be fair, I got a lot of respect for him for that, and the fact that they put so much work into it, and it's like it's awarding his legacy. Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. It's awarding his legacy. It's not just, we just want to make some money. It's like they put work into it, and I love that.
Oh yeah, they did. She's now elite.
It was actually postponed because it was supposed to come out just before he died, they were like, nah. It's the same with Fortnite. They were meant to bring out his skin, and they couldn't do it because it was like selling on someone's death. It's wrong.
Oh.
So they had to postpone it, and I think they postponed it to around November, December. It was a while.
Yeah, it's coming out this year. I think it's around October, November. Yeah, I can't remember the exact date when it's coming out.
Yeah, at the minute it's showing the other one, isn't it?
She's Now Elite is looking forward to this game. He's even gone as far to pre-order it. Yeah, he's pre-ordered that Guardians of the Galaxy, and he can't wait to jump back into the new free expansion on Avengers. Also, on the back to the E3 show, E3 Awards on the PC gaming show, most anticipated game is a game called Songs of Quest. The future game shows most anticipated game, a more Immortality. In television's most anticipated game, Dolphin Quest. Most anticipated indie game, Fallen Frontier. Freedom Games' most anticipated game, Airborne Kingdom. Capcom's most anticipated game, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. If I've said that wrong, someone's going to correct me on that. And Nintendo, it's quite obvious what their most anticipated game was going to be.
Breath of the Wild.
Yes, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2. Most anticipated, Yuka Studio, probably said that wrong as well. Loop Mesa. Oh, the best presentation at E3. Who do you reckon won that?
I'm going to have to say Xbox.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Animated?
I'd say so. I've still got about 3 to watch. I've not watched Nintendo's. I've not watched the Bandai Namco, and there's another one I haven't watched. But
Or it could be, actually, it could be Devolver. Devolver were pretty good.
There weren't. I don't know if they were officially included in the E3 event.
Oh yeah, they were.
I think it.
They were, yeah. They were.
Well, they were actually.
They sold a tape. They sold a videotape, right? And I'll kid you not. Yeah, for I think it was $100,000. I think it was. And it come with the suit and everything.
Welcome ACS Husk.
I was like, I want that suit.
That's amazing. I didn't know they actually sold it.
Yeah, you could actually buy it.
It was one just huge piss take of Game Pass, wasn't it? Which was awesome, but it was done in a tasteful way. It was done in a tasteful way that I thought was hilarious.
$1,000 indie game reckons it was.
Oh, $1,000. Yeah, no, sorry, $1,000. Where did I get $100,000 from?
So the best showcase award for the E3 awards was Xbox and Bethesda.
Yeah, had to be.
And the most anticipated game overall was Pokemon.
I didn't.
No, I'm kidding. Forza Horizon 5. I was kidding.
I swear you already said that. Didn't you already say that?
Yes, but I didn't realise it was at the bottom of the list. I didn't realise. That's why I said it. So I'll just. You said you didn't know anything about Starfield Venom. So Todd Howard came out and sat down with a Telegraph, and here are some key points. Okay.
If you say it's big, I could have said that.
You will create your own character. The game will support both first and third person play.
So it's kind of like Skyrim then, in space.
From what? This is I think he says that as well. You play as a human explorer, but there are alien races. You are part of a constellation group of explorers. Your ship is called the Frontier. It takes place about 300 years into the future. Howard described it as a Han Solo simulator. The aesthetic is NASA punk, sci-fi, but grittier and more retro. A more hardcore pen and paper like RPG than most recent games, and you'll be able to choose your character's background. Obviously, gameplay will be shared closer to launch. The game is being built on the new Creation Engine 2, and it's the first game to use this. So that's all the info they've given out. It's more than you had at E3 though, like you say, Venom. It is, but I still think it's a nice game to play. It will be anyway. It does look good.
What's Starfield?
Yeah, because from what he also corrected people, because people keep saying that they showed a CGI trailer. He said that was an in-game engine, not a CGI trailer.
I thought so. See, it just looks like they've gone. Okay, we got Skyrim. We've been on the ground. Why don't we send them to space? And they're like, oh, wow, you're a genius. Yes, we can call it. Literally the biggest. It's just like the name just throws it out there. Starfield. It's like, is it going to be in the stars or is it going to be in a Starfield? Who knows?
In a field of
Apparently won it.
stars.
Yeah, I think it
To
has
be
got
fair,
a lot
it
of hype.
sounds like it's going to be as big as Elder Scrolls, and that game is long.
Isn't it
Like
just?
one of
Yeah.
them. You think it might be one of them live ones? You know, like with Elder Scrolls, they just update it, and it's like more missions, and you have to add little like expansion packs and buy stuff. You can even
Maybe
switch-
I'm not actually. I don't know. They haven't said much on it. You see, there's just little tidbits. And also, indie gamer, what have I done with the panel? You are right there. VJ's having the day off. Cerebral Paul doesn't feel well. Mr. Tushi's got work very early in the morning. And Removable's still off for the time being. He was back on Sunday, though. He was.
One night only.
Yeah. Yeah, it was for one night only, Removable. It really was.
That's what you've done. You've tired them all out with the Sunday show. They can't be doing more than
I
one
know.
a week.
Exactly.
That's it.
I know.
They've had enough. They've gone. That's it.
They have.
Put 'em
Could
all
be
out of
that
whack.
Stubbs reads them all an article every time.
Yeah. But no,
So,
I honestly. Yeah, carry
I
on.
was gonna say, right now we've had time to absorb, or a few days to absorb all these games and stuff. Because Sunday was a little bit hype for me, and I couldn't really process everything I'd seen. Have you changed your mind about anything, Stubbs? Is there something you thought? Because I've been back and looked at a fair few. I've looked at a fair few other shows and things, and I've thought, yeah, that looks good, and this looks good.
Still trying to
And-
catch up. I am. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to catch up. There's that many conferences and videos to look at, and because of obviously at work and that in a day, and it's really bloody hot. When I finally get upstairs after doing the jobs and that, a lot of the time I'll turn the YouTube on to. I was trying to catch up with the Indies Devolver Digital Conference, and I guess what I did? Stub style, fell asleep. So I'm trying to stay. There's loads of videos to watch, but because obviously with the Xbox conference, I haven't changed my mind too much, but there wasn't really any bad games in there. I am more interested in Flight Simulator. I was never interested before. I can't imagine I'll be very good at flying in the aeroplane, but I'll give it a go.
No, it does.
I would say. Because Mr. Tushi's really invested in that, isn't he? He's really liking it on his laptop. He is.
Yes.
So it must be good. If he's spending a lot of hours in it, it means it's good. It does. Welcome, Invader Gaming. There's Somerville. I still want to play Somerville, and I believe that one is on. That's coming to Game Pass, isn't it? That one is. I believe. I'll kind of find
Yeah,
a
there was
picture.
30 games they showed, and 27 of those are going in
I'll
Game
just
Pass, and that
find-
just
I've got-
shocked me.
it seems to be a yearly thing they do now. They do that quite often. They do. They have a load of games. Right, so the ones that were coming to Game Pass were Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'll just
Came to
zoom
Game
the
Pass,
pic-
that one.
Yeah, it's in there now. Warhammer Dark Alliance is coming on the 22nd of June. Now, this indie game will like the next 3 or 4. 29th of July, The Ascent, which I will also have that.
Yeah, I got
August
that one installed.
13th, Hades. Yes, I'll be trying that one. And then a
That's
big
what
one
Indie
here.
played, wasn't it?
Yeah, a big one here. 12 minutes, 19th of August. Yeah, there's loads coming. There's Sable, 23rd of September. Among Us, everyone keeps asking for Among Us. That just says 2021, that does. Actually, no. Somerville isn't coming to Game Pass. I was wrong. I'd happily buy that game though, because as soon as I seen it, I thought this looks like. Oh, what's that bloody inside? This looks like Inside a Limbo. It just had that feeling, and then I found out that it is by the ex-CEO of Playdead, and he set up his own company. Somerville, not Summerfield, Somerville.
Somerville. Summerfield.
I probably said it by mistake. You know what I'm like, Indy. Somerville. Got the gun
Stubbs,
coming
are
to
you
Game
hungry?
Pass.
Do you want to go shopping?
Well, it don't exist anymore. The co-op bought them, didn't they? They don't exist anymore.
Oh,
The Score, there's loads of games, but yeah, in general,
I think one that I'm really looking forward to, and I never knew anything about this before. Stalker.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what made me laugh was previously, I can't remember what it was on a show a little bit back. The studio basically made out it was years away because do you remember that one where they revealed the guy's teeth and kept showing you the teeth animations, and they said they basically insinuated it was years away when it wasn't. It looks incredible. It does.
It looked so much like Metro as well. Like it gave me that Metro feeling. Same with Atomic Heart. That I've been waiting for that for so long. Seems like we've got the first person down to a T now.
Yeah. So it really does. Conversely, the one I'm still really looking forward to is the one by Avalanche that was called Contraband.
Yeah, no, that's
What is that? Is there anything on that yet?
Well, they developed Just Cause, didn't they? And Mad Max and other sort of things. I'm hoping, against hope, fingers crossed, everything crossed, it's a reimagining of Mercenaries. Because that game was absolutely bloody fantastic. I loved Mercenaries. And to have something reimagined like that would be just brilliant. But
I've never played that game, so it means nothing to me. Sorry about that.
It's alright. It was just. Have you played Just Cause?
No.
The Just Cause is a bit of a. I think that game really pisses me off. I don't know why. It's just
because
it grinds me.
It's stupid destruction. It's like a GTA Lite kind of thing, isn't it? Sort of a mixture between two. Mercenaries was something very similar, but you had actual things to do, or what it felt like things to do.
Yeah,
Mercenaries is brilliant.
See, now you probably answered it. You look into stuff a lot more than me, animated. Now it come under an exclusive. So would that be like a Xbox Game Studios publishing deal? Because they're not owned by Xbox at all. Avalanche ain't.
I don't know because I said in someone's chat or on a show a couple of weeks ago, because when there was people saying that Microsoft have got 2 new studios, I guessed at From Software, or no, developers and whatever, and Avalanche. And the reason Avalanche, I don't know why I said Avalanche, but the reason I say From Software is because you have a look at all the Warhammer stuff within Game Pass right now. And all the Warhammer stuff that From Software do, that is it From Software that do the Warhammer stuff? Not From Software, I'm thinking of.
Oh, you're thinking of Dungeons and Dragons.
No, give me a second.
Yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons, dude, if you're thinking about what's in Game Pass.
Well, yeah, if you ever look in Game Pass, all the Warhammer games.
Pretty sure it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, because it
Focus Home Interactive. Sorry, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you meant the actual what it's based on.
No.
Yeah,
If you look if you look in Game Pass, there's a lot of Focus Home Interactive stuff available in Game Pass all the time, over and over and over again. And I predicted that Xbox will take them up, and Avalanche. Don't know why Avalanche, but
because
you never know.
I looked it up. Avalanche is currently owned by Nordisk Film and has been since 2018, but they also have their subsidiaries is obviously Avalanche Studios, Expansion Worlds A and B, and I think they've also got shares in Supermassive as well. They have. But that's probably an Xbox Game Studios publishing deal, like a second party deal or something like that to lock the IP up. But maybe it could be a a way of seeing if the game works. Then, if it works, try and acquire the IP or acquire the studio. Because sometimes I think it is hard to believe for some people, but not every studio wants to be bought up by Microsoft. A lot of people find this hard to believe.
That's a shock.
Well, you see it, but a lot of people think every company would happily be bought by Microsoft. It's not the case. Some studios
definitely not.
It's like pride, isn't it? That's the way
some studios don't want to be acquired.
Because
yeah.
Like if you think about it, it's like pride. It's like you wouldn't say to someone, yeah, like it's basically like selling that. That's basically what it is. It's basically like selling that. Like, oh, if they buy us, that's it. We're not our own boss anymore. They become our boss.
It is true. It is.
But, dude, you gotta give a shout out. There's loads of new people.
Yeah. It's like everyone kept saying, "Oh no, you're wrong, Stubbs. Bloober Team's going to be acquired by Xbox." I'm like, no, they're not, and they weren't. Because they are a studio.
Shout out to my girl Megan.
She watching?
Yeah, my girl's watching.
Hello, Megan.
She's a nurse, so she's a lifesaver. She saves lives every day.
Welcome, Judzilla Music. Cheers for stopping in. But yes, did any of you guys like the game because everyone was crying during the conference? Where's Phil? Where's Phil? Where's Phil? Where's Phil? Come on, where's Phil? And at the end he appears and he's showing off the game Redfall. Redfall looks really good. And I just thought, it's another zombie game, but these fuckers can fly and do all sorts of shit. They ain't normal zombies.
Dude, I think they're vampires.
They might be vampires then, but can vampires?
I mean, think about Redfall, and it's
you're right.
Dude, the picture is a bite with vampire.
That will be
teeth.
really cool game. That will be.
That usually gives it away that it's a vampire.
Yeah, I would say that's a few years away though. I would Redfall, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't think it's even been like proper announced yet because there was no announce date either. I know there was a T-shirt made a long time ago. No one knew nothing about it, and it was literally, like I said, it was like a bat with two fangs, and that's what I mean. It was a vampire, and that's what that is. That's Redfall. Basically, it was like it's to do with vampires. It looks like it was set around maybe America, cross between America and Romania. If you were to push it together,
yeah,
it's weird.
Fair enough. I'm wrong. Sorry, Shizno, you are correct. They actually said it was summer 2022. That's where my memory goes wrong. Thanks, Pong Soul, as well. And Animated has just looked it up and put it in chat. Quote, "We're incredibly excited to work together with a partner such as Xbox Game Studios and look forward to laying the foundations for a long-standing partnership." Avalanche boss. So yeah, thanks for looking that up, Animated. That's what you need. You don't have to acquire everybody, do you? As long as you put a firm partnership in place, you don't have to buy everyone, do you?
No,
you don't. So I'd imagine there'll be more games coming in that form with partnerships as well. There will be, as we go through the years. There will be.
Well, the same as the Outer Worlds 2 studio, isn't it? They've not bought them or any which way, but they're going to produce the games for them, aren't they? They're going to release them they're going to publish them, shall I say? So
Outer Worlds 2. Do you mean?
Yeah, Outer Worlds 2. Xbox.
That was the funniest trailer ever. We haven't got any idea what this is and what you're going to be doing.
That was good.
I love that. I really love that. That was funny. That really was funny. That was funny. The dev can't be asked, and this big monster might be in the game. It might not be in the game. It's funny.
No,
it really was.
Yeah, will it be in the game or is it gone forever? Oh, it's gone forever.
I think people took that too seriously and some of the idiots moaned about it. It was just for light-hearted fun. That's all it was. It was meant to be that way.
To set off the fanboys. It was always to set off someone off. It was
That's the
literally
kind of humour
you-
you're getting
people
out
wanted it.
afterwards.
It's funny because
Exactly.
people wanted it, and it's like we give it to you, but we're not going to show you what it is because it's not ready. So we're going to just make this trailer to piss you off
Well,
because you won't shut up about it. And,
Obsidian did it with. Sorry to interrupt. Obsidian did it with Grounded as well, didn't they? When they announced that, it said if you are expecting the
yes.
best open world game or whatever, it said play Fortnite. That was its introduction.
Yeah, but didn't they do a Cyberpunk one too as well? They put
Fortnite is
Cyberpunk
good.
in there as well, didn't they?
I don't know.
Fortnite is good. Let's just be honest. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
but
not be honest.
but to mention it saying, "Oh, if you want the biggest game, go elsewhere." When you're launching your game, that's just it takes balls, doesn't it?
It does. Welcome, Infinite. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, but that was a good tease. That was a good tease. So, obviously, everyone, I'm not going to read the whole Halo overview, but I was wrong, everyone. Just fair to say, Dragon Morph, if you're in here, yeah, I was wrong. The battle passes, they're going to have battle passes, and from what I understand, the game's not going to be full of microtransaction skins. So you're going to buy a battle pass, but the battle pass content doesn't end at like, say, Fortnite. That content will end at the end of the season. You can even buy, if you haven't finished that season's content, you can decide which battle pass you want to play and carry on earning that content. It doesn't have an expiry date, so you can carry on. Or say you come late to the game, a year or two away after launch, you can buy all the old season passes and work away on the older content, which I think is a good idea. Yes, it seems to be. They put together quite a nice promo package they did for the making of Halo, and you could see the studios were very passionate about the game. It really, to me, it's quite exciting because there was no fake. The developers are very passionate about that game, and from what I gather, it's centered around the player experience, and you can have AIs that talk to you, and you can pick the different voices and how they fit with you. You can change the style, the body type. I didn't quite see that kind of stuff coming. I didn't think.
Well, we've still got the other show tomorrow, haven't we?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that deep. I obviously won't go into it all because there's tons, but I just think it's a brilliant way to do a battle pass, and fair play to 343 and Xbox, because obviously Xbox has to approve everything. And hopefully this could lead the way. I'm not saying I know Fortnite and that's not going to copy, but hopefully other games could copy this model, maybe. I know this is a more consumer-friendly version of doing free-to-play battle passes. I've never seen. I don't know how much a battle pass is going to be. Don't it? £5, £8. I don't know, but it seems like you're getting a lot of value, and they're not like normally. It's a battle pass. Oh, look! It's this amazingly sexy skin. You're gonna have to buy it. Oh, it's £25.
Do you know in China they don't actually buy battle passes? They basically over there they don't have microtransactions. What they get is all free. It's all free.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. Like some of the skins, like if it's a skull skin, it won't be a skull. Don't know what it is. They won't let them have a skull skin, and they can only play for 3 hours, and then it turns it off.
It's because of addiction and gambling over there. That's why it's banned. But they limit. But yeah, it's the Halo for a Gears gamer like me. I've not played Gears in a while, but it's really exciting. Actually, I have some of them. I forgot about that. I have a lot of the screenshots. I grabbed them off the website.
I'm going to make a bingo, and every time you mention
these
Gears,
graphics are absolutely incredible, and these are in game. They really are. They've gone. I can see myself. I mean, I've got to go through and complete the other Halos, but I can see myself spending a lot of time in this game. Have you got any thoughts on this animated? On the old Battle Pass situation? Because it's very, in my opinion, pro-consumer. Very. They've obviously took a lot of time to think about how to do free-to-play, because it is a hard one to tackle. How do you do it the correct way without feeling like you're trying to basically get in everyone's pockets?
Yeah, I'm all for it as long as it's not extreme, like you said. Get this character one time only for 35 quid. No, that's but I'm all in for battle passes because obviously I do buy the Battlefield ones.
Okay.
I usually get and season passes as well. I don't mind paying. Say this is going to cost 20 quid, but it's all year long. I don't mind that, as long as the content is enough to keep me interested. And yeah, I'm a fan of it. It does seem consumer friendly, and that's the way the market's going. Especially when you think that the multiplayer is going to be free to play.
It is, yeah. It's a
So,
good one.
they
Sorry
need to-
about it, lightly, lad. I didn't grab the 4K screenshots. Sorry about that. You noticed
Yeah.
straight away. You did.
Because they're after that free to play market, aren't they? And they've got to make it think, hang on a minute, this will be good to play. Once you're in, you're in. And if it's cheap enough, more people will buy it. And that's the level of intricacies they need to try and pull people over from your things like Fortnite and your Apex and other things like that. It's all about being competitive.
I fully agree with that, because from what I'm seeing, people that haven't played Halo or they're getting back into it are hoping that they are getting vibes like when Halo was big and you were young. Well, I wasn't in on the Halo thing then, but when people used to play Halo all night and have game nights where they just play Halo all night, that's the vibe people are getting. That's going to happen. There's going to be this big buzz around it, and Halo's going to be back and relevant and hopefully big again. And I do think they're going in the right direction. I do for it. The likelihood is that's what I want to know. Will there be map DLC? I would say yes, because if it's meant to be a 10-year plan, I would say but I would say that the maps wouldn't be extra. I'd say that there'd be like game updates. So
They'll
just
free,
be buying your be free. So you'd be buying your battle. So obviously, if you buy Infinite or if you have Game Pass, they'll both be free because you purchased. Sorry. It's a free-to-play game. They will be free of charge, I would say. Obviously, because if they pull it off and people love it, people will just buy each battle pass and keep supporting the game going forward, and that will help run the development costs of the game and the profits, etc. So I'd imagine that's the plan, but I could be completely wrong there. I could be. Because I think obviously if they're on Xbox One, even if they're on the VCR Xbox One as well, I would say that yeah, that's the plan, to keep bringing out new maps. And obviously, it's like Shizno Elite's just said, I wonder will they update the campaign in that 10-year plan? I would say that if you're bringing out a game that you're touting to be 10 years, like. Oh, we all heard about Destiny. It was meant to be a 10-year plan, but it was Destiny 1, then Destiny 2, then there's meant to be Destiny 3 coming. But I think it really will just be Halo Infinite. So I think they'll give you a hefty campaign to play. And I think every so often, I wouldn't say you'll get them every 3 months. I'd say every year or so, you'd probably get a chunk of campaign content to carry on. I don't know if you're talking ODST style or how they do it. But you can't just have a main story and then say, oh yeah, for the next 9 years you're not getting no more campaign. That's not really how it works.
Well,
You've got to keep the campaign and story going. So that's the idea. So you don't have to keep making Halo 7, 12, 50. So it infinitely carries on. Is what I think.
The clue is in the title of the game. It's
exactly.
Infinite. It's going to keep going.
It's exciting. I mean, I didn't think after reading and watching all this I'd actually be this into Halo, but the plans are really good. They are. And a lot of the Gears YouTubers are actually looking at Halo Infinite and like wanting to play it, especially with the free to play element, which a lot of Gears fans have been pushing Xbox to push Gears to free to play. Because obviously the Gears players want more players, don't they? More of a player base to play against. But yeah, I do actually think it would be yes. How long? Likely lads saying, how long do you think the campaign will be animated in Venom? Do you think it'd be? Because he's guessing it'd be 25 hours. Do you think it'd be that long or shorter?
What the campaign?
I mean from launch. I don't mean in 10 years. I mean like from launch. What will the campaign roughly be?
What for Halo?
I guess.
For Halo.
Yeah, Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
I don't know, because usually, like, it depends. Is this going to be like a carry on from number 5, or is this a new story? I mean, the old ones were like around 13 hours. So, you know, I'd say maybe 20, 25, yeah. Nah, not 25. No way. 20 hours, probably I'd say max.
I think it all goes back to your statement a couple of minutes ago, so where you said basically that it depends on how long it's going to be between launches of content.
Yeah.
Because if for the single player based people only that don't play it, you're going to need to keep them interested to keep getting that single player out. So it does all depend on what their plans are and how often they want to launch content for the single player people in mind. Because there is going to be people out there that are going to think, I don't want to do the multiplayer, and they're going to just want to do single player. Are they going to be hyped after? Are they going to be hyped after a full year for another 12 hours, like you said?
It's a good point. If you've got some people just do. It's like Gears games. Some people just enjoy the single player elements, and you've got to keep them invested as well. I don't know how they've obviously got a plan for this. They're probably clever than I am. They've got a plan for this, but you are right. I would say to start with, you've got to have a substantial game length. But I don't know how you tackle that one, because if you don't play the multiplayer, because it's meant to be a 10-year plan, you've got to keep that player that's just interested in single player coming back every so often or whenever, or because a gamer won't think, I'll come back in a year's time. I don't know what they're going to do there. I think they're hoping to get everyone into the multiplayer, but that's never going to happen. But they've obviously got a plan. I'd imagine as we get more and more closer to launch that they will start to reveal their plans. They will, on how to do campaign, but they won't let you know everything. They never do, because they can alter plans and change things on the fly if it's not working. They can. And the Halo fan base will let them know. Trust me, like the Gears fan base, they will let them know if they're doing wrong.
Do you know what I'm worried about is, obviously you got PC and Xbox, yeah. Now a lot of these people are going to be trying to play this on xCloud, because we don't know. It might go on xCloud. We don't know.
I think it will be. From what I gather, all of them are.
Yeah, so you got to imagine there is so many people that are going to go on that day one. Who's actually going to be able to play it? Is it going to crash? What's going to happen? Are they going to?
It better not, because Microsoft has obviously Azure. That's how the American. That's how a lot of American people say it. So that's how I say it. But we call it Azure. But I say Azure. I would say that Halo Infinite would be on dedicated Microsoft Azure servers, because Titanfall 1, people don't remember this. I do. They were on dedicated servers. They weren't on console to console. They were on dedicated. Now, to be Halo Infinite to work the way it's working, I'd say would have to go on the dedicated servers. Now, if they crash, come on, everyone will be slagging. Come on, Microsoft. You can't even handle it, because I don't know if they're dedicated, but I would presume that they'd need to use their own servers, Microsoft Azure, for that. I could be wrong. I don't know.
It's going to be stressed. It has to be stress tested well before
It
because
will. Beta's coming this summer.
So let's be honest, okay? We know that there's 18 million people on Game Pass, right?
Yes, that's the official stat anyway.
If only a third decide, oh, I'll give this Halo a go. It's their best game. That's 6 million people day one. If only a third of those people try it, that's 6 million day one.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah. It'll
Not
get
even
overloaded. We'll struggle. It'll struggle. They'll balance it out. It'll all be fine. We know Shiz No Elite agrees in the chat. It's going to be overloaded. It's just.
It will be.
But we don't know how many people are going to try it. It might not be a third. It might only be a quarter. But how do we know how many people are going to be in Game Pass by November the 15th?
Yeah, they don't really want to release any new numbers, do they? They don't.
No.
It could be 20. I don't like to go off the rumours, but there's rumouredly 20 million or so people. But yeah, concurrent play. It will be record numbers, and everyone will rush to the servers. And as you say, they will. I think they'll be knocked offline pretty quickly. I think it will be like you'll go in and they will say you're number 25,000 in the queue or some shit like that. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's amazing and has an amazing launch. Is it coming to Steam as well? I believe it is. Do you know if it's coming day one to Steam?
What's that, Halo?
Yeah. I don't know.
Don't know. It's because obviously they're launching it on Game Pass for PC as well at the same time.
So it could be on there first then.
So it might be. I'm not sure. Like the lad, I haven't seen it advertised for Steam, but still, we don't know what we don't know what's been going on in the background with Gabe Newell.
Yes, it's going to Steam.
It is going to Steam. Okay,
it's going to Steam as well.
Welcome, Matt Barnes, and there was someone else that came in. And welcome, Calirex. How you doing, Calirex? I mean, sorry. But yeah, Masuki's just put Outriders problems will look like peanuts. Then they will. You see the headlines now. Halo Infinite just got online within seconds. It went offline. Yeah. Indie Gamer says yes, it's listed on Steam.
Yeah.
But yes, everyone seems to be. Will you be trying it, Venom? The Halo Infinite?
I wonder. Unless it's like as big as COD, then probably going to have a bit of an issue because got the Series X, but I'm not really the fan of forking out £200 for a 1 terabyte memory stick for the back.
I don't think it would be. I don't know what the file size is. I don't know. I don't believe it will be Call of Duty sizes because Microsoft has got there is a technology out there that will compress the file. It's just Call of Duty are lazy and don't use that technology.
Man, I gotta agree with Lad. Hope we can turn to cross-play off. Oh, please.
Now, see, here's the thing. I play Gears, and if you play Gears now, you play with PC players. You can't turn it off because Coalition found that 40% of the players were turning the cross-play off. So they basically removed the option to turn it off because the way they see it is...
PC players can hack that shit. Have you played Fortnite with a PC player? Cheating fuckers.
I have when I really
we went fucking loony.
I've beat in the past when I play it weekly. I've actually beat PC players in Gears because you can tell which ones they are.
They're the ones that are running super fast.
Everyone uses them hacking, but they've got quite advanced systems. They have.
Some of them they give it away because they'll headshot you, right, without even aiming, and you're like,
"Yeah." The mouse and keyboard issue could be the problem is you could actually plug a mouse and keyboard into your Series X now and do exactly what they're doing. You can.
Yeah, but then what's the point of having a controller?
But from what I gather, some games, if it detects you're using a mouse and keyboard, will put you a mouse and keyboard people. And what they should do is that you should ask to be with a good person that's on controller. Systems like that, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me if I'm playing with PC players or not. It doesn't really bother me. It expands the player base. But the player base of Halo Infinite will be bloody massive anyway. Day one, come on, it's Halo. Especially with what they're showing, I'd say there'd be very big numbers, but a true stub, so on the PC you can use controller or mouse and keyboard, and on your Xbox you can do the same. It's true. It doesn't bother me. I know a lot of people have got an issue with playing against PC players. It doesn't bother me, really. I know a lot of people accuse PC players of cheating, and yes, you can do that, but you have to go through a lot of effort to do it. You're just cheating yourself, really. You are.
I would prefer the option to turn it on or off. No matter what, I would.
Fair enough.
Because it should be my choice whether I want to play with console or PC. I mean, I don't want to play with mouse and keyboard on my console. It's an option. I just think that every gamer should have that option where you can turn it on or off, not be forced into a decision like you say Gears. You have to play what you get.
Yeah, it's been turned. They actually said in their statement that they've seen that. It doesn't bother me, but I don't think that was a bit of an ignorant comment to say. We've noticed that 40% of our players have now turned off crossplay, so we've decided to remove the option. So you now play crossplay with PC and Xbox. So from that perspective, you should offer the option. It doesn't bother me at all. They'll slaughter me if they're going to slaughter me. But I have had the satisfaction of knowing that you can press a button, it basically tells you which one's a PC. I do get a satisfaction when I can kill a PC player, because a lot of them ain't all on keyboards. A lot of the people, like Indie Gamer, he uses controllers. A lot of them do use controllers. Not every one of them uses mouse and keyboard. But yeah, you are right. There should be an option, and hopefully in Halo, there will be an option to turn it off. There will be. But
We'll see.
I don't know how it works, obviously. I don't know how it works. I don't know how the crossplay works. I'm not that clever, but 40% of welcome profit. Thanks for stopping in. 40% of crossplay off is quite large. Yeah, it's quite a large base. It is. But yeah, I definitely agree. They should at least give you the option. I know it bothers a lot of people, so that people are entitled to their opinions, which I agree with. You should be given the option whether to turn it on or off. You should be. It's always like Xbox. It's all about options. You should have the option to turn it off. You should, if you don't want it on. You should be able to flick that button and say, "I don't want to play it no more. I don't want to play PC gamers." You should.
Yeah. Especially if you want to, it's not even just the fact that they use mouse and keyboard. I mean, if you want to play like the whole cross play with PlayStation things, if you want to choose, you want to play with Xbox people because you want to get into a lobby and at least talk to some people that are like-minded, and you don't want all that bullshit of. We know it can get a little bit shit if you're talking to each other. It doesn't happen so much now. But if you just want to play on Xbox with Xbox players, so you've got like-minded people to talk and play with, that should be your choice.
It's true.
No developer should say, "Sorry, we're not letting you have that."
Yeah, Coalition did. They weren't bothered. The Coalition ain't bothered a lot of the time what they do. A lot of Coalition get a lot of stick, and sometimes it is justified, but you should never threaten them, slag them off, or whatever. As long as you give them constructive feedback. But Indie Gamer's also saying, he's right here, it will slow down the matchmaking times as well. You'd be sitting there for a lot longer. And also, if you start dividing the groups up too much, it can also slow everything down.
Of course,
It's a hard one. Developers
But-
can never win. That's the problem.
no, and fair play to them. But myself, as a gamer and a consumer of these games, would like to decide for myself whether I take longer in matchmaking or play against someone playing the PC Master Race. It's all about choice, and for me, that was just my choice. What I'd like to do is play with Xbox only.
I've got to agree with Evil here. I no offense, guys, if you're PC, but fucking yous are some horrible bastards to play against. Like, yous drive me. I have never wanted to smash so much shit up in my room in my whole life playing a game with a PC player. I'm sorry, the fuck do you build a tower the size of like Manhattan's skyscrapers in 2 seconds? How?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I look up and I'm
but
like,
yeah,
what the
but
fuck?
like
How do I
that-
get up there?
like that's right. I mean, imagine they come on launch day and say to everyone, right, yeah, by the way, you're all playing with PC gamers. There's no option to turn it off.
Literally, I
That's-
want to cry. When I see them wearing that PC skin, I'm like, why? Why are you putting me with these people?
You got people laughing. You have Venom. You got people laughing.
It's because of my pain. It's literally,
it's a valid point. It's a valid.
it's so painful.
It is.
I think I'd rather be stabbed.
Well, it's like what's that game? Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, don't
Most
start.
most players. This is what I don't think a lot of people realise. On the console, when you get to top tier level, all it is there's even on the PS4 and Xbox One, all the consoles, you can actually, how should you say, there's a hack for it's like you can't on certain consoles you can't play on mouse and keyboard, and there's a cable you can buy, so the console thinks you're on a controller, but you're actually on a highly sophisticated modded mouse and keyboard, and it's very prevalent in Rainbow Six Siege. It's normal, in fact. You can watch videos where players actually admit to. Someone says to him, "Oh yeah, you on mouse and keyboard?" And he said, "Yeah, we're not supposed to." But he says, "No, but everyone else, 90% of the top tier players are on mouse and keyboard on console. They are." So, well, good night, Likely lad. Thanks for stopping in.
No, dude.
Hello, all airtime. But yeah, it's one of them things. But hopefully, you have the option to turn it off. I can imagine the backlash if
then there's gonna be.
Venom's gonna get the campaign. Phil, knock on his door. Come on, we're not playing. Trending worldwide. It's Venom. He's not happy. Millions of retweets.
I'll be like, me and Evil will be like, we are going on a hunger strike. Turn off PC.
No,
So
we
I
can,
can't-
you know, we
it'll
can act
drive me
politely
mad.
ask politely with constructive criticism. I think that's as
Exactly.
extreme as
I'll
I
tie
can.
myself to a tree with a chain. But like, you're not moving until you turn of crossplay.
Fair enough.
Did you guys see back? Did you ever think Back for Blood was going to be in Game Pass when you seen that showing off at the
Yeah.
conference?
Yeah, I saw
What you?
someone accidentally messed up
Oh.
the description on YouTube.
Did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they did,
Yeah.
yeah.
They accidentally put, it's going to be on Game Pass, and it's like, oh, you're not doing a very good job at being the description, are you? And then it got taken off, and it was
That
like,
will be
"Ah."
really. I bet you that would be a really popular game. That will be. 'Cause it
Listen,
looks
I
good.
made four predictions, 4 amazing predictions, and none of that shit came true. And do you know what? I had to forfeit, and this forfeit was torture. I had to eat. Do you know what a moam is?
Mawam, yeah.
Have
No.
you ever wrapped it in burger cheese?
No.
Don't. Oh my god. And guess what? It was recorded. It will be on YouTube.
Where? What? On your stream? I've got to go and find this.
No,
Was it your stream?
It was on LOD. Basically,
Right, I'm definitely listening to that tomorrow now. Oh, is
it's
that the one that's been released?
It's the next one that's being released.
Oh,
It's coming
one,
out
okay.
this week. Paul was telling me. But yeah. So because I got 4 wrong, I had to eat 2. Right now, I'm telling you something. This thing put me off Moams for life. I can't even look at them, and I've got a bag right next to me, just looking at me, going, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "I'm fucking sure." I was
Wow.
choking. I wanted to be sick so bad, and I swallowed it, all of it, and dude, it was torture, like absolute painful taste. Orange and cheese does not go well. Nuh-uh. And the fact that it was chewy made it harder to swallow.
So yeah, so you've got for them who don't know what Mawams are, you've got a sort of
No, I don't.
a candy chewy
It's a chewy bar.
stick, a chewy stuff stick, a bit like a refresher bar. You'll have had them, but chewy. Kind of. That's the
And
best way I
long.
can- Yeah,
Wrapped
made
in
by-
cheese.
yeah, and he's wrapped it in burger cheese and had to eat it together.
And the
Dirty.
stick ones. And the
Dirty.
stick ones.
And the stick ones as well.
Yeah, the stick ones. I had to wrap it
Oh,
right
no.
round it. So as you can imagine,
a
it
fruit
was.
flavored candy chew wrapped in burger cheese.
So I had the normal, the normal little like one, the
Stripes,
normal
yeah.
bars, and then
Stripes.
the really long one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he said I couldn't have a drink until I swallowed it.
Mean.
Yeah, it was. That's going to be on YouTube. So if you want to watch me choke on the long thing, be my guest.
It's definitely worth a watch, I think.
It's
Yes,
gonna
it
be
sounds-
trending.
And
It
probably
sounds
a
great.
share as well. We'll probably share that out as well, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Definitely all right.
Yeah, we get it trending.
Yeah, you can share it live on here if you want. You could be like, right, let's take the piss out of Venom. Oh, look at him, he's choking. God,
You are
Let's-
keeping the chat very entertained. You are. They like you on
it
here.
is, dude. It was disgusting. It was literally the worst thing
Sounds
I've
it.
ever swallowed. I'd eat mushroom. I'd rather eat a mushroom, and I despise those things.
What's wrong with mushrooms? What have they ever? What's a mushroom ever done to
Mushrooms
you?
can fuck off.
What's wrong with
Fuck
mushrooms?
mushrooms. Mushrooms should not be. Mushrooms.
The actual description of a mushroom
Fuck
sounds
mushrooms.
horrible though, because they're actually
fungi. Why would you want to eat
yes,
something that comes?
it
that's
is actually a
basically
fungi.
mold?
Yeah.
Why would you want
It
to eat mold?
is. You are correct. Oh,
Listen.
you got some opposition there. Indie
Listen,
game with his mushrooms
right.
for the win.
Imagine
I'm
how
with Indy
pissed
all
I
the
would
way.
be, right? I love nachos. Like, I'm obsessed with nachos, right?
I like nachos.
I will spend dumb money on nachos, right? And if I get bad nachos, I cry. Because it's like, it puts me off that nachos.
You don't like that green shit on it, do you? You like green stuff that some places
You mean
call
guacamole?
Oh, I don't like
Green
that.
shit.
No.
Anyway.
Won't have it.
Green shit.
It's horrible.
No, but
Why
the first
not
time
that?
I ever had Mexican food, they put yogurt on my food, and I looked at
Yogurt?
them. Yeah, and I looked at them and I went, "What the fuck is that?" And they went, "Cream." I went, "This is my dinner, right? This isn't dessert." No, sir, it's cream. But I didn't ask for cream. I asked for a taco.
Sour
Like, what?
cream dip, yeah.
Yep, I
Yeah,
didn't know it was
sour
sour
cream,
cream,
yeah.
and I tasted it, and I was like, "This is the weirdest fucking yogurt I've ever tasted in my life." That was a very interesting moment because I said to him, "I don't like this." But
I can
anyway,
imagine. You
got these
saying that, I don't
nachos
like
off.
this.
I love these nachos from this place in Stratford, and motherfuckers hid mushrooms with the chicken. And I'm eating it and I'm like, what the fuck is this taste? Like this horrible grisly feeling. And I lifted it up and there's mushrooms on my food and I'm like, oh, I started shaking. Like, oh, I've just eaten that.
Pong Soul's got you back. He does not like he put F mushrooms. They are dirt.
Right, Pong, you're now my best friend. Let's take down the mushrooms. Fuck the mushrooms. I deliberately threw Toad off the map because he was a mushroom. I refused to
Fair enough.
even touch the mushrooms. Always went for the flowers. Oh, no. If someone put a mushroom in... I once fell out with my mum for a week because she gave me a mushroom.
Okay.
That's how much I hate them.
What, as a gift? For a Christmas present or a birthday gift?
No, she...
Happy birthday, Venomous. You've got a mushroom.
It sounds like a good thing. They wrap some mushrooms up. Happy birthday. Opens it up. It's a mushroom.
Put it in mushrooms. Closed cap, man. Closed cap.
No, seriously. You give me a mushroom, that's it. I would hold a grudge forever. I'm
You're
not
right.
one of them type.
Indie gamer, you're right. Mushrooms are glorious. You're right. They're great.
Yeah,
Indy, I
two
think you need to
two
get your
mushroom
taste
fans
buds
here,
sorted
brother.
out, dude.
Two mushroom fans right here.
Yeah, I'm
Please
a
do.
mushroom fan. But I tried some mushrooms in Spain when they went on a holiday 2 years ago. Salty mushrooms. Ugh! They were horrible. That was vile. That was not nice. But apart from normal mushrooms are fine.
Shall we get back on topic rather than
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
mushrooms?
I don't know what the topic is now. I've run out actually. So is there anything you guys want to talk about? Because obviously normally the topics take longer because we have more people talking, don't we? We
Yes.
do.
Why don't we ask if anyone's got a question?
Yes. Anyone got any questions?
And if anyone asks me, will I eat a mushroom on live? I will never,
And also, Back from the Dead is in chat.
ever.
He's the guest next week on Midweek Gaming. Back from the Dead is on. He's off work, so
Nice.
he's coming on. He is. I've been trying to get him on for a while, but his work schedules varies from week to week.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
Played a few games with him now and again when I can. He's an awesome dude. Again, schedules get in the way because obviously different parts of the globe, aren't we? So when he's at home playing games, I'm at work and vice versa. But he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Nintendo. I don't own a Nintendo, but that Breath of the Wild looks good. But I'm not very. You really need VJ and Misatushi on. They both own a Switch. That's who you really need to talk to. But I know VJ's looking forward to that game. He's going to buy it, but he's not here today to talk about it. Favorite indie game of E3. You know what?
Ooh.
I had a list of indie games, you know, and I wrote it down on pen and paper. Well, I reckon the kids have chucked it in the bin or something, or drawn all over it. But I can't. Indie game?
Wait,
That's an indie game.
Oh, indie game, my bad, sorry.
It's an indie game. I'm going to go with...
Let me think. Would you say 12 minutes?
Mass Mayhem's here. I'll chase Venom. I'll chase
with
Venom with a portobello mushroom.
You do that and I'll drop kick you down any stairs I find. Nicely.
I'd love to see you try.
I will do it, then run, because I know for fucking he could kill me. No.
Well,
Take you on
I was going to say, well, for the indie gamer, my probably indie game that I've seen that I really, really want to play is a game called Vocabulantis. Did any of you see that?
Book of Atlantis.
Vocabulantis.
Oh no, I didn't.
It's a stop motion indie game. It was on. Oh, is it Day of the Devs? Something like that on. It just looked really, really good. I mean, I love that whole stop motion thing in indie games. There's another one as well. Harold Halibut. Am I thinking that? So yeah, there was a thing on called Day of the Devs. It was presented by Tim Schafer of Double Fine to start with, and it went on to show this game called Vocabulantis, and it basically shows you how they did the stuff of how they did the stop motion for the game and how they built the models, and they changed it up a little bit by taking several shots of each model stage, and they made that how they created the lighting. They did it with different lighting on the same shot. It looks really, really good. Me sort of describing it does not do it justice. It's so beautiful. So for my indie game, yes, one of those two, probably Vocabulantis more than Harold Halibut.
I will be going to look at both of these games on YouTube after. I'll try
I
to.
think 12 minutes I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to that one as well. I would say Death's Door. That was on Devolver Digital. That looks nice.
That did look good. And Wizard with a Gun looked pretty cool as well.
Is that coming to Xbox with a Wizard Gun? I think it was PC and Switch, wasn't it?
I don't know. I just looked at it and I thought it was pretty cool.
It did look good. It did look like some crazy fun.
That Trekker Yomi looked good as well with the samurais.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like a 2D Ghost of Tsushima. The way it looked.
Cool.
Like, to be fair, the way it looked so. It was unbelievable. You wouldn't think it was an indie game by the way it was well presented. It's like it's a 2D platform. Well, no, it's not. It's a 3D platform. I'm on about, but it's like side. What the fuck is the name for it when you walk left and right? Is it a 2D platform?
Side scroller?
That's the one, yeah, that one. I'm too tired. My brain's not working. And I've got news of put nightmares in my head already.
Let's have a look. Any more questions?
Indy says it's a side scroller 2D in a 3D world.
See, thank you, Indy. We'll see. Indy knows my brain's not working anymore. So, had my back. Good man.
Any more questions?
I'm scrolling back while I'm getting his mushrooms.
Yes. I can honestly see Paul Mass Mayhem doing that to you, Venom.
I bet that's my next fucking forfeit. Bet he makes me eat a mushroom. Not even cooked either. Threw up in my mouth. Paul, I'm never gonna guess anything if that's my next forfeit.
Yeah, so obviously, yeah, go on, sorry.
You just want to know what my prediction was that I got wrong.
Go on then.
I thought that Ubisoft Plus would be announced.
Everyone thought. I was told that by tons of people. No, you're wrong, it's coming. And now it's changed to it's coming sometime in the future.
Stadia.
It's just
it
not
went
yet.
to Stadia.
Did it? Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
It's on Stadia as a platform, yes, but
Yeah.
not part of the membership, is it? I just want it to come to consoles in general. I don't want it to come to Game Pass.
I would fully buy it. I wouldn't mind.
I would make another subscription. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm
predicted.
I'm already balls deep in subscriptions, so what's another one to add to the fucking list?
Yeah.
We do have a question though. From. Can you read that animated? I might get the name wrong.
From Sappho?
That's from Sappho. Sappho.
You were going to say
Do you
something.
believe Sony made the right choice to miss E3?
I don't think they've got anything at the minute. I honestly don't think they've got
that. In my opinion, for E3 as a whole,
it's like a big family reunion, isn't it?
PlayStation is missed. I don't care what anyone says. Xbox was the main event for big shows. Not there's a lot of good shows, but for the big grand stage, the massive shows, PlayStation was missed. PlayStation has always been good at E3. They have an Xbox are good, but it would have been nice if they were there. But I don't think it's hurt them not being there. But it would have been nice because it's Nintendo were there. So it's just Nintendo and Xbox for the major. But it obviously depends what their plans are for the future. But I don't think they will. I don't think they'll be coming back to E3. I don't.
Never say never.
You never say never.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think they've just, at the minute, still got stuff in the works that they haven't really got the. Yeah, do you think this is ready to show off? I don't know.
Well, they've changed their plans. You see, years ago it used to be a case of they'd show games 5-10 years in advance. Now they don't. They show games that are within the next 2 years of coming out. They do. But Xbox had to do that when the Series X launched to show. Even now, they had to show hope and promise for future games. So they had to do that as well to show promise.
Yeah, I mean, at the minute you've got Ratchet and Clank, and it looked good, but people are pissed that you can finish it in less than 7 hours, platinum. I've seen a lot of short.
Is that completely
game.
Everything?
Yeah,
You must be really hardcore to complete, because I've heard a lot of people have played that. In fact, a family member has got Ratchet and Clank, and they've spent. I don't think you could. You have to be seriously hardcore and dedicated to do that in 7 hours.
Seriously, I've seen so many people. They've gone like 7 hours platinum. I literally had someone come up to me in work. He's a Sony fanboy, and he was like, "I'm not getting it," and I went, "Why not?" And he went, "Dude, you can complete in 7 hours." He said, "I like games that are longer than that," and I was 7 hours. Is that it? Like 7 hours. You can platinum in 7 hours.
That does seem short for a platinum. For completion, yeah, but for a platinum,
yeah. And I thought like Ratchet and Clank games were like they were difficult. When I was a kid, I'm pretty sure I had some difficulty. Apparently, this is easy. And I'm like, really? Like, what the hell? Like, why?
I can't comment on that. It's probably because the fact that I hate to bring it up. It's being moaned about because it is 70 notes. So that's probably why.
So many what?
It's a 70 quid. It's a 10 quid more. That's why they're complaining. But a new industry standard is coming. 70 quid for everything. It will soon trickle over to Xbox eventually. They're all copy. And it will just make Xbox Game Pass. See, if Xbox makes them their own games, 70 quid. And then what it does is, it sounds bad, but then it makes Game Pass look even better value for money. It's a two-edged sword. But yeah, it's. I think that's more than what it's got to do with. But if that really is true, 7 hours for a platinum, that's not good. 70 is wrong. Is it not 70 quid then, Indy? Is it 60?
No, I think he's saying paying 70 is wrong, I think.
Oh, so that's probably what he means. Yeah, sorry. But yeah.
We do have another question.
Okay. Yep.
From it's Timmy. Dare I say it? Timmy! Shout out to you, brother. If any of us on the panel are going to watch the Xbox E3 extended event tomorrow.
Yes.
Me personally, I don't think I could call myself a Xbox fan without getting in on it. Especially when that's all I talk about anyway, is Xbox on these things. I would be amiss not to. So yes, I will be partaking in watching it live and whatever.
Sorry, Andy, that was me.
I have a post show already set up for tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm doing it, but it's on YouTube, so I will be watching it. I believe it's got a developer interview for Ninja Theory. I don't think it's. I looked at a little bit more. It seems to be more on a developer interview rather than showing you gameplay of Ninja Theory's Hellblade 2, which people think they were getting. I think it's more of a like how they develop the game and how they work in the studio and how the new building is, etc.
But
I think it's little peaks.
thinking outside the box there, though, Stubbs, it might not even be that team anyway. It might be Project Mara for all we know.
Could
There's
be.
a few people that think there's going to be more announcements, and it's like there's not. There
I
isn't.
don't think. I think they'll probably wait to the next big show. I just think they're going to show you more gameplay and more insight to what they've already told you. Just give you a bit more info. I think the next big drop of announcements, if there is any this year, will be the Game Awards in October.
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, that ain't very far away. I would say.
But I could be wrong. There could be a big announcement tomorrow, and I could be totally wrong. But
Nah,
I just think
he's
it's more.
already said this. The guy
more
that's,
information.
Parish. Is it Parish?
Paris.
Paris.
Paris,
Yeah.
did he? Yeah.
He's already said that. Lower your expectations. There's no announcements.
Yeah, Indie Gamers just said it's just deeper dives on games already shown off.
But I'll be getting pissed. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Someone's challenged me to a drink off. So
Nice.
I'm gonna lose.
Why not? You're gonna get absolutely drunk and start craving Moams and cheese.
No,
Yes.
there's nothing in this world that would get me to do that.
Mushrooms as well.
Oh,
I need some mushrooms. I'm hammered. I need mushrooms. You know.
Everyone's gonna be sitting there and I go, I need to see this video. I need to see this video. Where is this fucking video?
Yeah. Yeah, Gamescom is a good one. Gamescom, I know. Well, Gamescom's actually one of the biggest game shows in the world. I mean, foot traffic, but obviously with the world the way it is, it's not anymore. Clearly, someone clipped that of Stubbs. Yeah. But,
What am I clipping?
yeah, I sounded like Stubbs the zombie then. I did. The way I was talking about mushrooms with Venom just then. I sounded drunk.
Okay, I'll have to go back and.
But yeah,
one for the soundboard.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Well,
mate,
I'm used to.
better.
I'm used to being clipped in Mass Mayhem's LOD perspective. I was quoted once by ACS Husk interviewed me on his creator feature, and do you remember when we all talked about? You know, when you could convert all your when it was first revealed, you could convert all your gold to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Mhm.
Well, I went. Well, I'm one of the clever people that decided to do it. Well, it was Tom Wilde who clipped it, and then he gave it to Mass Mayhem, and they use it for LOD perspective. And there's actually a section called "I'm one of the clever people" on the show, and it's my bloody voice.
Yeah,
And Lewis,
it's amazing.
and Venom sent in a voice recording to Anchor, and he says what he says. And at the end, he goes, "Well done, Lewis," and he forgot there was a delay on pressing stop, and Mass Mayhem has clipped that as well.
And stop.
I'm one of the clever
Well done,
people.
Lewis.
That's it there.
Someone's had to congratulate me. It took me 20 tries to do that fucking thing. I kept arguing with my phone because it kept telling me, "You've got a minute, hurry up." And I'm like, "Don't tell
There's
me what to do."
Mayhem. He says, "Yeah, I'm one of the clever people." That's the quote, the clip. Yes.
Listen, on LOD, there's some laughs. Yeah.
There is. Never been on LOD.
Actually, Stubbs, we've actually mentioned you in the latest episode.
I always get mentioned, normally for the wrong reason.
No, I mean, it's more of a shout out.
Really? Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Actually, all
I'll
of
have to
them.
just listen to that then. But
Well,
no.
if you have questions,
Any more questions for anyone? I think we're about. It's been a good show. It has been very different traveling a big panel.
Oh, last time I was nervous.
You were, because I think it was one of your first podcast live
It
shows.
was your first
wasn't it?
time last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I've kind of next episode I eat a Mars bar wrapped in burger cheese. Oh, don't remind me of that. Oh. Yeah, that's been recorded as well.
Yeah, that probably would have been. Yeah.
So you got
But
me
yes,
eating my
anyway.
mans.
But
You
yeah,
eating mars.
it's been a good show. It has. I reckon we might wrap it up there.
Not in cheese though.
There we go. You've got the indie gamers back in there. We should see more Venom on podcast. You rock, buddy.
Ah,
Yes,
No, you do.
I'm sending all my love and affection to you.
you do. You do. One more, Sappho. This will be the last one. Did anyone expect the Switch Pro announcement? No, I didn't.
I did.
Because as you lot know,
Yep.
I'm one of the people that goes against what all these insiders say. I'm very.
Dude, they
I'm
announced
very
it
much.
ages ago. They were saying that they were going to announce it.
It's not really the problem. The problem I have is we're calling it Switch Pro. Is when you look at why it's being built, it's not really being built to be a Switch Pro. Some of the chips that they're using are being discontinued, so it's just being replaced by a new chip. That's literally all
what?
it is. And what will happen is when this new Nintendo Switch is made with this new chip in, it will just replace the standard Switch. That's all it will be. That's all.
Right. Do you want me to tell you a little
nothing
secret
major.
about why they made the other one? So basically what happened was the old Switches could be hacked. Right. And what happened was you basically had a program. What was it called? I only know for certain purposes. It was called Team Execute, and they made a mod onto the original Switch, which basically bypassed everything. And what you did is you would put in this chip, right, start it up, and then you'd go onto the image gallery and it would show you all the games that you had on this chip. And what happened was they started to clock on and they were trying to, stop it, and they couldn't stop it. So what they had to do is they had to you can still buy them there, like the hackable Switches, you can still buy them there. And they basically bought out a new one so that it had a new battery life, but what they were doing was changing the chip so it couldn't be hacked. True story.
Okay, fair enough.
Very interesting.
Yes.
But anyway, you're getting a lot of praise. Shizno Elite and Masuku both want you back on. No, it's been a fun show, it has. So we definitely have to get you on sooner
I think I might need to start streaming again.
Yeah, you
Do
get
it,
loads
do
of
it.
support here.
Why not?
Yeah, Venom, thanks for coming on. Do you want to tell people where they can find you? On your socials and streaming, etc.?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter on venomousak. I am taking a bit of a break at the minute, life and shit, I am also streaming on Twitch, which I will be starting up again, I'll say in a couple of days. Just need to get this week out of the way. But that's under as venomousak. There is my old podcasts, you fucking idiots. My old shows that I've done. So if you want to watch me scream like a little girl, as I said, yeah, or you can listen to me and my brother play Resident Evil. That was interesting. Literally. Also, check out the LOD perspective with me, Master Mayhem, and Tyrus. I'm actually a member now. Yes, I got added. So we have shits and giggles and talk crap. We talk gaming.
So if you don't know where that is, people, it's on podcast networks like Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. It's not
and
a
ask
YouTube
us
thing.
questions.
No.
Ask us questions. Even ask us stuff like that ain't even to do with gaming. And we are very honest. Well, I am. So yeah, that's where you can find me. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no, it was really good. It was really good. And Animated, thanks for coming on. As always, it's appreciated, even despite the power cut. He made it back. He made it back on. He did.
Yep, thank you again for having me. Just want to say before anything else, Venomous, you've been an awesome guest today, sir. Glad we could, have you again. Thank you for having us. Chat has been awesome. The best place to find me, other than here every Wednesday, and sometimes on a Sunday when Stubbs surprises us with it.
Yes,
that was a special. That was a special.
Oh, I was tired after that Sunday one. I'm not used to doing podcasts on Sundays anymore. It messed me up. That did, but it was fun. A very fun show. It was.
Yeah, the best place to find me and what I'm up to is on Twitter, animated_evil. I am also a part of 4GQTV on Tuesdays or Thursdays, and the Flemish Experience when I get back this Sunday, I think. Thank you very much.
I know. It's been a good one, it has. And you can find me on this channel. Please subscribe if you like the content. You can also find Midweek Gaming podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, most of the major ones. If you type in the Midweek Gaming, we generally do come up now. Stubbscast, the content creator of podcast, you can also find on Download Network and on my channel. And follow at Stubbs Gaming on Twitter if you'd like to. And everyone download the latest LOD Perspectives episode 16. It's got a very interesting name. Hangover Cures, Cheese, Chicken and Churros.
Venomous sound like a deeper voice of Noel Fielding. Who's Noel Fielding?
But yes, it's been a fun one. It has. Thank you everyone. Shizno, it's Timmy, Dragon Wolf, the Indie Gamer, Masuku, Sapphire. I've probably said it wrong. Safu, sorry. And Mass Mayhem. It's been loads of people. Just kind of. No, my chat won't go back any further. But anyone who has enjoyed the show, please leave a comment on YouTube. It really helps. Please like and share it out. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, it'd be appreciated if you could leave a 5-star review if you enjoy it. It helps us boost up the algorithm on Apple Podcasts. I'm trying to push that more, but thank you everyone, and I will see you maybe tomorrow night if we do one. Maybe. Anyway, see you next week. Thanks. See you.
See you guys.